Hello and welcome to our English classroom. Today we will discuss about Unit 3, which is approaches, methods and techniques of teaching English in the elementary level. So let's begin today. Yes, today in Unit 3 we have very clear idea about the approaches, methods and techniques. Which is approach? Approach is actually general guideline. Approach is actually general guideline on ways of performing a work. It means that you have to approach while you want to perform a work. And what is method? Method is called step by step description of task to be performed on work. It means that while you are performing a work, you should follow a method for it. And now, what is techniques? Yes, techniques is the very skill or the ability with which you can execute method. So that is all about approach, method and techniques. And these are the 3 points which are very important in case of your teaching. Now let's move to the next slide. Yes, today we will discuss about grammar translation method. In grammar translation method, first of all, we have to know that what is called grammar translation method. Yes, grammar translation method is a type of method where the focus is given to the grammar, is where the students or the teacher will give the emphasis on the grammar portion and translate the English language into their mother tongue. Specifically in ESL classroom, students first read a story in target language, that is the English, and then translate it into their native language. And once it was very popular method, but now it has been replaced by many other methods. And grammar translation method was actually a foreign language teaching method, which is derived from the classical method of teaching Greek and Latin. We will know that before English came into existence, it was Greek and also it was Latin, which were there, from which the influence of that language came into the existence of English. So English language is the mixture of Greek and Latin. Now, what are the principles of grammar translation method? Yes, the teacher here translates every word, phrase, sentences from English into the mother tongue of the learners. And this method put the emphasis on the study of the grammar of the particular language, that is English here. And basically, here the deductive theory of teaching English is entertained. What is deductive theory? Deductive theory is that where the grammar is being focused, where the structures of the sentence, or you can say syntax, is being focused, it is called deductive theory. It means that when we go from source to the example, you can understand. So deductive theory is here maintained. Now, what are the role of teachers and student in case of grammar translation method? The teacher actually plays an authoritative role in this grammar translation method. The teacher will instruct the students. They tell the students that what to do and what not, and controls all the classroom activities. And obviously, the teacher puts the emphasis on correct use of language. And what is the role of the students? The students are active, you can say, in to some extent, but not in a very bigger sense. And the students get very little scope for free teacher student activity, or you can say student student interaction. So it is all about the role of the teacher and the students. Now we have to know what are the merits and demerits also. Yes, grammar translation method has its own merits. They are like grammar translation method always enrich the vocabulary of the students, because here the teacher help the students to translate the English language into their own mother tongue. So it means that it increases the knowledge of the vocabulary of the students. Not only that, but also this method always saves the time of the classroom, because we know that in the classroom we have specific time in which we have to go through. So that is why grammar translation method can be applied in large classroom in that manner. And students' knowledge of mother tongue is utilized here basically, because while the students translated the English language into their own mother tongue, they quietly are known with the usage of their own mother tongue. So the utility of the mother tongue they know very well. And the grammar translation method helps mainly to develop particularly the two skills out of four skills there. The two skills are reading and writing skills, because in grammar translation method the students first of all read the English story or something is like that, and after that they try to translate the English story or something into their own mother tongue in a very written format. So basically, you have seen here that the skills of reading and writing are enhanced here or being given focus here. Now, ultimately, where there are merits, there are also demerits. What are those demerits? Yes, actually, grammar translation method is basically teacher oriented. Here, the teacher, I have already said you, plays an important role, basically an authoritative role. But we all know that in today's psychological education system, there is a saying that learning should be burden free and learning should be learner oriented, teaching should be learner oriented, where learners have to take very active role and teachers will play a very passive role for the sake of learning of their learners. But we can see here that grammar translation method puts an emphasis on the teacher, not the learners. So this is the basically demerits of grammar translation method. Besides, here students cannot develop the proficiency in communication skills, because here in this method the students cannot get opportunity to communicate with with each others. So, to see all of these demerits, we can say that this grammar translation method is very psychologically not sound, and it means a tedious experience of memorizing endless list of usual grammatical rules and vocabulary and attempting to produce perfect translation of silted and literary prose. Another fact is that speech here is very much neglected, and exact translation is always not possible. So here is all the fact that we know about in case of demerits of grammar translation method. So guys, this is all about your grammar translation method, and in our next class we will know about any other method. So till then, goodbye and happy learning. Thank you.